Well, Musete can't hold his position, May Remain most certainly can though, with Tommy Two Hoots on the outside of those, and just in behind those the likes of Bankrupt. On the rail is Paddy Kay, and on the outside of these two races DeRocker as they head round the turn in this happy 5th birthday Alexandra Ford classified stakes race. Lothian just in behind those, Elisheva likewise. One from the back is NYRA Bridge, and as they race back towards home, Reversion is last of all. 3 to run, so they're past halfway. May Remain straightens up first. Paddy Kay stalks that one with Tommy Two Hoots, and then Bankrupt ridden along. Down the outside is DeRocker with every chance. Musete trying to rally. Elisheva's threading through now, black and orange colours. In behind Paddy Kay, more required though. Likewise Lothian, and staying on is NYRA Bridge. The leader is May Remain, who's out in front, chased here by Bankrupt. Plenty of money for this one beforehand. Also coming home strongly now is Elisheva. Likewise is NYRA Bridge on the outside. May Remain tying up. Elisheva getting there. Elisheva, May Remain, close up in behind those. Bankrupt together with NYRA Bridge.
And it's Elisheva who gets up on the line for Jason Watson and David Meara, owned by the trainer himself. Gutted for May Remain and Connections. Ellie May Creek looked like she was going to hold on throughout the final 2 furlongs. We just tied up in the closing stages. Now 27 runs since his last win. But I thought that was a good ride from Jason Watson on the Camacho mare. A wide draw in stall 10. There's quite a bit of pace on early doors for 0 to 50 horses. And it just been a little bit too much for our long-time leader, May Remain. He's been running consistently well, and dropping into this grade gave May Remain a chance. 3rd in a similar race at Seville last time, but despite 6 wins on the board, it is a fair while since May Remain's last success, and the wait goes on. Bankrupt, when there was a fair bit of money for him, he's run better for Joey Haynes and Chelsea Bannon. And old boy NYRA Bridge has stayed on strongly down the outside. Favourite Paddy Gay remains a maiden. But that was a good strong ride from Jason Watson, and he gets up in the shadows of the post. These tricky races are not the 50s, but that was certainly a good ride there, Tom.
Was a good ride, wasn't it? Yeah, to get up in the final strides. I thought May Remain had that race done and dusted, but just tied up a little bit under El May Crute. I think gave it a pretty good ride, just didn't have quite the horse under her towards the very end, Rach.
Yeah, I mean, she popped out May Remain from stall 2 and looked set fair to go and make the running, with Tommy Two Hoots was really quite keen to her outside, and then again 3-4 wide was DeRocker, who never dropped his head, and that was sort of his race paid. The big gamble was Paddy Kay, sat in basically in 4th and behind, had absolutely no excuses outside of Neil Callan. Didn't know whether he wanted to wait for the cutaway or switch to the outside, so there was a little bit of traffic indecision, but once he got clear running there was absolutely nothing, and your eventual winner is sitting 3 from the back, and very much improved from last night's 4th at Southwell in a handicap, now in a classified, just 24 hours and 30 minutes later, wins.
Yeah, it's not been long, has it, since she was last seen. Nice finishing effort, wasn't it, Steve? Showed a little bit of a turn of foot there.
No, she's done well. For a maiden, she's put her head down and won. May Remain, 5 of his 6 wins have been at 5 furlongs. Well, in this evidence, 5 furlongs is probably his best trip, is it? I mean, he had them all stone cold, furlong and a half out. But yeah, really, I'd say, nice when you get a horse to get off the mark, which Elisheva's done. The money for Bankrupt proved, well placed. This horse has run excellently to be in the money, and Rachel's outsider, NYRA Bridge, has run very well, coming from near the back on the wide outside to finish a close 4th. Disappointing the race was the favourite, who was in the perfect position and remains a maiden, sadly.
I do wonder if there's a race at Southwell he might pick up at some stage. I think he maybe runs that track a little bit better.
Yeah.
But he has run well at Kempton in the past. He's been close 3rd, so yeah, I mean, no real excuses. But he was off the bridle a long way from home, and
he was.
I just feel as though he's becoming a very frustrating sort, isn't he?
There's a few in this race, to be honest, but yes, but you might be right. Southwell might suit him more. He's less stop-start on Southwell, isn't it? And maybe just a straightforward race would suit him better. Maybe.
Yeah, at this point, May Remain just walking on ice, really, just struggling to get home. And Elisheva stays this trip very strongly, and in the end, that's made the difference. But a much better run, as you say, from Bankrupt. There's plenty of money, 33s into 11s beforehand.
Yeah.
And, yeah, got the 11-1 place money. Elisheva, 13-2 the winner. Jason Watson, David Meara. Second was May Remain, 16-5. Third was Bankrupt, 11-1. And next, 3/4 of a length and a head separating the front four in a thriller. And the winning time for the final race, 1:13.11, 2.11 seconds above standard. That was fairly quick in terms of the general times.